All right, so before we throw them bows, let's just quickly talk about the defense. Steven said that he's seen improvement in this defense since they started. Evans, do you think that do they have the guys in place? Are they playing well enough that you see potential for the midway point of the season for them to basically be able to defend? Because right now they're not really defending that much.
I mean, they have their strengths. I mean, they are a top 3 team in the NBA in contesting three-point shots. That is a big thing. Yeah. Like Bradley, Crawford, Courtney Lee, all those guys contest shots. 2-point shots are another story. Like, they're getting scored on the post at will by, you know, Aldridge and Al Jefferson and Jonas Valanciunas and whoever else. So we have their strengths, we have their weaknesses. We know where they're at after 10 games.
I agree with him 100%. I think that a lot of defense is effort, and I definitely see that up on the perimeter. I see it down low in the paint, but there's just at some point talent overtakes, you know, effort. You know what
defense
I mean?
is effort, and also like not being 6'8" when the other guy's 7 foot tall. I mean, you know.
I'm more worried about them offensively than I am defensively because I do like the players you just named, Bradley, Lee, you know, even the big guys, like they give it, you know, they can test shots. You know, we see him get up for blocks. Jeff Green gets up there, but like you said, you know, you're gonna get killed down low. You just are.
Yeah,
that's gonna happen, and it's only a matter of time before every team sees that. I'm sure they already see it. So, yeah, it's a concern. Yeah, defense is a concern.
And what they do to try to cover up their half-court defense efficiencies is trying to run and keep the tempo up.
Right.
Because if you're a team that doesn't have a ton of talent and is needs to work off your athleticism to make up for the lack of cohesiveness and continuity, which is something that Stevens talked about with the Blazers tonight, running is going to be huge for that.
But I mean, sometimes you just can't win shootouts. I mean, like,
exactly.
You know, they get a fast bucket, and you try to get a fast bucket back, and you rush and make a bad play. That turns a 5-point deficit into 15 pretty quick.
They're not going to win shootouts.
They tried tonight. It didn't work.
No.
All right, well, let's go into boxing out. Throw them bows. So Saturday night for me tonight is the fast break differential. Like I was saying, the fast breaking is really important. But tonight the Blazers had 15 fast break points. They were 6 for 8, 8 fast break points on 2 for 5 shooting for the Celtics. So they did draw some fouls on the break. But the Celtics have to lead in fast break points if they're going to win the game, Jimmy.
I agree with you. They need to be a running gun team. Brad Stevens has said it since training camp. You know, and if they're not scoring, they're not getting back on. You know, then they're all of a sudden being the team that's being, you know, the other team fast broken on. Yeah. So that's the opposite end of it. But yeah, they need to get stops on defense, and that's how you get on the break. If you're giving up points, you're not going to ever be on the fast break.
All right. So what's your stat of the night?
My stat of the night is 17. That's the amount of points the Trailblazers scored. In the second half of the third quarter, I want to say with 5 minutes left in the third quarter, it was 73-70.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the quarter, it was 90-78.
Yeah.
And that was the end of the game. I mean,
they hit a 3-point. They hit a half court shot that didn't count.
Just missed. Yeah, just missed. So I mean, that would have been even. That would have been the cherry on top. But you know, the Celtics had a 3-point game. It was anybody's game at that point, and then the Blazers just took off. And fourth quarter, they're down 12. The Celtics are down 12 to open it up, and it was over.
Yeah.
Stat of the night, Evans?
3-point shooting. The Blazers had 26 3-point attempts. Nicholas Batum alone had 10. These guys just moved the ball, found open guys, took open shots. It was really impressive just watching them operate offensively. So yeah, 26 threes, 10 for Batum.
So do I hear a baller coming here?
You do, but it's not Nicholas Batum.
Okay, well, who's the baller of the night?
I'm going to go with Jared Sullinger. I mean, the fact that he's been through so much injury-wise, and he came out and played 36 minutes. I've said it before a few minutes ago. I'm saying it again. 36 minutes with all the injuries he's had is really impressive. He had 26 points. He stood up to Aldridge a little bit. I mean, that's pretty impressive all around. So, Sullinger.
I'll keep it short. I agree with you. I just think he's the lone bright spot on the Celtics tonight. And I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer. I like what I see out of Sullinger. If he can stay healthy, he's going to be a great player for the Celtics.
And I'll be the Blazers guy tonight because Aldridge was the one that got the W. I mean, Sullinger pretty much matched him shot for shot. Literally shot for shot. They both shot 11 for 18.
Yeah. Not rebound for rebound.
That probably should have been my stat of the night. But Aldridge was huge. Yeah, he was absolutely huge, and he was clutch. That's 2 straight games where an opposing power forward, Jefferson, for the Bobcats. I did it in that.
You did that last show too, yeah.
I want him to be on the Jazz still, but both of those guys were huge on the glass, down low, and shooting the ball late in the game for both teams to secure the win for both teams.
Sounds good, bro.
It's almost as if good power forwards are going to beat the Celtics. All right, well, we are going to be off while the Celtics go to the Texas Triangle, but we'll be back with you next week.
Line second with 2 points in it. They're not playing the Mavericks.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so whatever. Not the Triangle. I
Big
am
triangle
tired.
with Minnesota
I
as the
wanna
other point in the triangle, so it'd be like that.
Very large isosceles triangle. Apparently.
Yeah, that's
So-
like isosceles, right?
Signing off for the Garden Report,
It's me, Jared Weiss.
Jared Weiss,
As it's country.
Jim Toscano.
What just happened?
New host. He's getting
We'll
the guns
see you
out.
guys later.